Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Let's turn that down there. Get that out of the way. This is going to confuse me. It is Friday. How's everyone doing? Are you there? Cool. Where's this camera? There, yay. Good stuff. Good stuff. I've got the little YouTube window open over there so I can see the comments. Hey, Webino. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Zlurb. Leo. Oh, there are people in. How cool. How are we doing? It's Friday night. It's 9 o'clock. It's working. Volume could be a little bit louder. Okay. The mic volume. Hold on. Where's the... Just move that over there. Is that any better? There we go. Sound plus... Is that better now? So I can make it a little bit louder. I don't want to end up clipping. There we go. So... can you hear it now? Right. There we go. Sound is fine. Good. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the other thing I want to check is that I think if I've worked this out properly, which there's no guarantee that I have, I might be able to play some music as well. So there is some stuff should be playing. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you... Music, can you hear anything? Yay, nay? Strange music playing. Thank you very much. It's Jim's music. What strange sounds. I'll just try something else that's not so strange. Let's just... The music's loud. Okay. So what do we want to talk about? Hello, hi Twin, Carl, good to see you, Rubino, Walt, Zlurb again, Sound Chaser 83, Leo bass covers, Gabby, Star, loads of people in. It's exciting, isn't it? It's a long time since I've done one of these. I think it was March, April possibly. So been a while, but it's been a busy old summer and stuff. So I've forgotten how to do these. It took me. I spent hours trying to set this all up yesterday, and then I came into it this evening, and none of it was working. And I was like, oh my god, no! But it seems to be okay now. Right, God, loads of people. John, hello, John. Have I seen any more kites circling above? There's loads, yes. Not when I've been listening to music necessarily. Actually, yes, there have been. But there are so many kites in this part of the country. It's untrue. It's incredible. It's lovely. Gabby, what do you want to talk about Canadian goodies for? Did I eat them all? Not all of them. They've been shared. It's not all gone down Jim's gullet. They're being shared with the family. The music is too loud. Okay, still too loud. Is that better? Hi, Murdoch. Christian as well. There we go. The Animals remix. I like it. I do. I know it's drawn varying opinions from different people, but I think, I don't know if I got it in my file. I've got some records here I was going to show you. I'm going to do my record haul. Thought I'd do that on a live stream rather than doing a video about it. I can't remember if I did if I had it on another record haul or not. Anyway, yes, I've listened to it. I like it a lot. I think it's clearer. I can hear so much more stuff in there than I was able to hear before. It's slightly less muddy. I think the drums come through a bit better. I think everything about it is actually a lot better. So, yes, I like it. Zykel, hey, how you doing? Yes. Oh, cool. You've got my message. You're not going to Porcupine Tree. Porcupine Tree, 2 weeks' time, playing at Wembley. It's going to be really good. Gabby, you may be the only woman here. Is the music still too loud, or is it okay? Oh, yes, that's a good question, Gabby. It was not really a celebration of 20,000 subscribers, but it's a milestone. So it really, I thought, yeah, I probably should mark it. So as you may or may not know, 2 weeks ago-ish, the channel passed its 20,000 subscriber mark, which is absolutely quite unbelievable to me. I know there are a lot bigger channels out there. People have got many more subs than I have, but considering this just like a sort of fun sort of hobby, a nice thing to do, it's not a business, it's not something I'm sort of spending hours analysing all the analytics and data for and trying to make videos which are hugely popular to sort of millions of people, then I'm absolutely flabbergasted that sort of 20 people want to watch it, let alone 20,000. It's quite mind-boggling in a way. And if I want to put that into some sort of perspective, there's a venue in London called the O2, which is a really big site, a decent music venue. So bands like Iron Maiden play there. I saw Tool there back in earlier in the year. So it's a big size. That holds 20,000 people. So my channel, the audience of my channel, is the same size that would go to see bands like Tool. I mean, that's just quite nuts to me. Absolutely nuts. But I'm very thankful and grateful for all of you for supporting and watching and subscribing and all that stuff, because as I say, I'm not the greatest at marketing or advertising or promoting or all that sort of thing, so it's kind of just it's all organic and it's natural, and thank you. That's kind of what I want to say about that. So, Christian, you're seeing Porcupine Tree next weekend. That's good. I'm seeing them in 2 weeks. Murdoch, thanks. Yes, thank you. Congratulations. In fact, we're now gone beyond the 20,000 mark. We are 20,100. I think that is jumped up again. It's nuts. Oh, you saw Ghost at the O2, Zykel. Awesome. That King Crimson video. Yeah, there's quite a few comments on that. It's so annoying, and I know obviously it is absolutely the copyright holder's prerogative to not allow their music to be used or to block it or whatever, but it gets annoying when you spend time doing stuff and what have you. So I really want to talk about and to feature King Crimson on the channel, because it's an important sort of pillar of the sort of the whole prog thing, isn't it? It's probably the most important, the earliest band that was doing it. So that I can't feature their music and talk about it, or I can talk about it a bit, but I can't feature the music and do videos and share it with people, particularly people who don't know the music. It's frustrating. So it's just sort of a little tongue-in-cheek sort of video. I thought I'd just make that, and just to sort of point out the irony of the ridiculousness of it, because of all the other videos that I do, I'm not blowing my trumpet as it were, but I think I have steered a lot of people onto a lot of music which they've gone out to buy and gone to see them, bought their merch, so really sort of sent a lot of money in the direction of the bands, and that's kind of not what I'm doing, but it's I think that's truth, and I think it's a little bit short-sighted of bands to not embrace every sort of option there is to sort of reach out and to talk to existing fans and to new fans. So I think it's a bit silly, but as I say, it's their prerogative. It's Robert Fripp's. However, it's a bit ironic that he's all over the internet at the minute with his missus doing covers of other people's music, and it's not his own, and it's slightly annoying. So that video I made today, I've monetized it. I'm monetizing the shit out of it, and he's not getting a penny of it. Saying that, it'll make about £2, so he's not missing out on much. But you know, it is what it is. So, right. Does Jim have any interest in black metal? You know what? I think I probably do, Sound Chaser. I get confused about what these different subgenres of metal are. So you've got death metal, black metal, doom metal. All sorts of other stoner rock. I mean, yes, probably. What is black metal? Tell me, and I probably will like it. I'm sure I will. I've got a lot of Naya Bliviscaris. They're Australian. I don't know. Are they black metal? Or are they sort of death metal? I don't know what the difference is. Tell me. Explain. Somebody, please. I think, is black metal slower? That's really slow, isn't it? In which case, yes, I love it. I think so. Do I like the proggier Opeth, John Pollock? I do. I don't like it more. I like it equally. I think it's really interesting to see how the band has evolved and changed, how Michael, when he's been writing the songs, has gone back to his roots and his inspiration, is now drawing that more visibly or audibly, into the songs that he writes and that the band writes together. That they embrace the King Crimson, the Rush, all the other bands that are much more obvious on their newer music than their old. So I think it's good. And I think live, they've not given up on their roots, because when they play live, they still play the old songs, which is what the fans want. They still play Deliverance and Blackwater Park and off the top of my head, I can't remember the songs. Hessian Peel, all these sort of really chunky, big songs that they were famous for, or built their reputation on. They still do them, so they've not given up on them. Right. Which shows do you have lined up in the near future? So, I have got potentially three, definitely two, but potentially three. So I've got Porcupine Tree in 2 weeks' time. They are playing in London. I'm going to see them. I have tickets for a year away, so it's not in the near future. It's June next year for Muse. They're playing in Milton Keynes. I can't not go because that's where I live, and they are playing here at the Milton Keynes Bowl, which is a big open outside arena. But there's also a band that I featured on the channel earlier in the summer called Solstice, who come from Milton Keynes. They're a local band, and they are of the same vintage as early Marillion, so they sort of came up around that sort of same time. But they've been going the whole time, and they are a local band. They come from Milton Keynes, and they have their new album being launched in a couple of weeks' time, and they'll be playing a gig in honour of that. So hopefully, if I can the stars align and I can get everything to work out right, I would be going to that one as well. But yes, that's the other near future one I've got lined up. Right, hold on. These comments are going too quick. going way too quick. Right, so I'm going to have to rewind a little bit here. Hey, tomorrow's finally you're going to see Marillion live. Hey, excellent. I saw Marillion a few weeks ago in September. They played. This is my first time as well. It was amazing, and I have promised that I would do a review, and I never got around to doing it. And it's gone so far now that I think it's probably it's too late to do a review of the music of that gig. But you'll enjoy it. It is wonderful. It's absolutely, truly, truly wonderful. The band, the audience, the show, the music, of course, everything about it is a wonderful experience, and I think you'll enjoy it very, very much indeed. And not a spoiler, because I'm guessing you probably know it already. They do play the whole of the new album, and then they'll then go on to do other stuff afterwards, and it's worth it because you know what a sort of an emotional sucker punch a lot of that album is. It's good. I like all Opeth, Mr. Pollock. You're asking Jim. I don't know. I answered your question for you, Zykel. Hi, G. Phil, how are you doing? Evening. Interview Bill Bruford is a fellow Englishman. There are many fellow Englishmen. I can't interview them all. I don't know if he'd be interested in talking to me. I could do. I suppose I could try. Where do I find Bill Bruford? He's not down the pub, is he? I'll see. Hot Rats. Hey peeps, just pop in to say hi. Hi! Got to run. Have a great weekend. Well, thank you for popping in. Lovely to see you. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye. Plexiglass people. Hey Jim, I love that you're going through the ELP catalogue. Can't wait for brain salad surgery. Nor I. I've got lots of ELP, and I bought the box set. It's over on the shelf. I haven't got it now because it's the box set of all their live gigs, which came out earlier this year. So that's quite a good one. Looking forward to that as well. I got you into airbag, John. Awesome. I say awesome, you say awesome. That is cool. Yeah, airbag are awesome. I'm very, very glad that I put you onto them. So it's like, yes, I just wrote something like what you're saying on that video, Jim. Word of mouth is great, but so is actually hearing the flipping music. Totally, yes, absolutely. So, Gabby asks, do I plan to make videos for many years to come? Until I die? Well, thank you. That's a bit morbid. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. It is a fun, lovely thing to do. Unless circumstances and my social circle changes, this is kind of my way now of interacting and meeting and being with like-minded music people. So my life changed a number of years ago. I ended up living in a place where I didn't know anybody, and as part of trying to sort of discover and talk to people about music, this channel came about. As well as talking to friends, obviously it then grew, and I got to talk to all you lovely people, and you're all now my friends. So yes, I don't see that it's going to stop anytime soon. So Gabby, as long as you're still here watching, you'll still be watching my videos, hopefully. Twin. Carl, I won't mention BBT. Why not? Do mention it. I'm going to be doing Big Train. They are a huge, obvious gap in the music that's on the channel. I don't know a lot of their music. I've heard a little bit, and I've used some of it on the radio show, but there is a huge wealth of music there that I need to hear, I need to discover, I need to get into. So yes, so totally I do. And a big shout out for Mystery. So is Mystery the album or is it a song? I can't remember. I think you've talked about it before, but I'm sorry, it goes in here and goes out the other side. PL, do you dig the new Devin Townsend stuff? Yeah, it's not being there. Easy for you to say, Jim. It's not been playlist worthy for you, unfortunately. I really like it. I like it. not completely different, but it's taking a lot of the direction he was going in with Empath, some of the stuff on Empath, and honing it more, editing himself, or rather a producer is editing him, and sometimes that's not a bad thing. And I think it's interesting that I don't think I saw an interview with Devin actually a few weeks ago where someone asked him how about the experience of working with the producer, because it's the first time he's done it, and he said, well, it's a tick on the list of things I wanted to do. And she asked him, so are you going to do it again? He said no. So I think having done this album, he's scratched that itch, he's ticked that box, and then he'll revert back to writing and recording and doing music in the way that he knows how, or the way he has been doing it previously. So I suspect that tightly edited, succinct music writing that will be evident on this album, I think, is not going to then sort of carry on over. It might do. He may have sort of picked it up as a sort of new discipline for himself, but it's not going to be the same way, I think, going forward. But I do like it. I think the music is more straightforward. It's a lot. There's a lot happening in it. It's really good music, but it's not so chaotic as some of this stuff, and it stays focused, which is not, as I say, not a bad thing for me. I enjoy it. I think it's another it's another successful part of his repertoire. I've not heard the whole album, I've just heard the 3 tracks so far, but it should be coming out next week, so I'm looking forward to hearing it. So Sound Chaser, traditional black metal tends to feature a lot of tremolo guitar picking and blast beats. Okay, so that's, I don't know if I do like it or not, then I'll probably have to listen to some. Is that Empire or Emperor Ishan? Is that black metal? I don't know. So I've probably heard it, but I don't know that I've heard it. Behemoth is a good one. Do I know Behemoth? I don't know. So, all right. Oh God, right. Scroll back. New Devin's music is more for the radio. I don't know if it is. I don't think it will be played on the radio. He's Devin Townsend. He's not going to be on the radio, is he? So it's. I think it's. It is what it is. Nea Bliviscar is a proggy death metal with a hint of synth. The Plague album is pretty good. Labels do annoy me though, because a label alone prevents many people from giving it a go. Yeah, and case in point is that band that I played 2 or 3 days ago, a Blood Incantation, death metal band, but the album was anything but. It was ambient synth, drony noise. It was totally wonderful and totally the opposite of death metal. So you're absolutely right. Labels for bands really pigeonhole them and put people off, and it means that people aren't going to potentially explore music that perhaps they otherwise would have done if they didn't know what it was or knew the band. So one of the things I do, I don't know if you probably have noticed, in my videos now, I put a little intro at the beginning. So I play a sort of like 20-second, 30-second snippet of a sample from somewhere on the side. Excuse me, just as a like a little taster of it. So actually, if you listen to it, say, "Oh, I don't like this," you're not going to bother watching the video. But some people might say, "Ooh, didn't expect that. Ooh, I might watch this." So it's just to sort of help out a little bit. There's a lot of great genre-bending black metal too that's been coming out in the last 10 to 15 years that combines the influences from death, avant-garde, and jazz. Right, well, Sound Chaser, let me know what I should be listening to, and we might be able to make it happen. Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Welcome, Germany. You saw Solstice support Marillion in the 80s. How very old. Oh, you have a very old cassette somewhere. You know what? They've got records. I've got oh dear me, I've got a dry throat. A couple of them here that I bought in the last year. Have you heard Earn yet? Have I? I don't know. I think, is that Nea Bliviscaris? The sound is familiar, or is it a band? Well, the name is, I don't know. I don't know. Leo, damn, Porcupine Tree plays a massive set list. This bodes well. That's exciting. I like a massive set list. Have you got more into King Gizzard? I have, of course I have. I've just literally done a couple of videos in the last few days. Ponygond Wonderland. I have got more King Gizzard to go. I've got 2 or 3 more records over here on the shelf. So absolutely, I like them a lot. They are so interesting. Well, what I've heard so far, so utterly old school prog. I mean, a proper old school prog, but with modern embellishments and production and stuff. Let's fast forward that track. Murdoch plans to feature more Elder on the channel. Yeah, you know what, I do. I haven't got any more. I've only got that one record, so I'll probably need to at some point grab another Elder album. Because I don't have any more at the minute, so yes, I need to do that. Where is the champagne, wine or beer to celebrate? There ain't none, not today. It's an alcohol-free house. I've got a bottle of water. We have a bottle of champagne in the fridge, which has been there for a long time, and it is not going to be popped until my little boy starts to talk. So he's non-verbal, and he's 4 and a bit, and at some stage we're hoping he's going to talk, and when he does, the champagne is going to pop. So we're saving it for then. Now, Jim, now that you listen more to albums rather than to individual tracks, do you pick a song or 2 for re-listening, or are you more into re-listening of the entire thing? That's a really good question, and it depends very much on the album. So I'd guess probably yes, I would listen to albums. Tool, I tend to listen to whole albums, but things like Porcupine Tree, Stephen Wilson, Devin, although Devin I will listen to whole albums, Haken I'll listen to whole albums, but also at the same time I'll take tracks out and set them up on a playlist which I'll have on my phone, which I have on Spotify, or probably on, it's not iTunes anymore, is it? Apple Music, but I've got everything on there as well, so I can listen to music as I'm in the car, or going for a run, going for a walk. So yes, there are favourite songs on albums that I like to listen to, as well as favourite albums I listen to in their entirety. It depends on the mood, depends on the time, depends on what we're doing. On concerts, this is Carnifax. Hey Carnifax. On concerts, I deliberately missed Riverside in Prague because I was really afraid it would completely ruin my mental health. I just wonder if this is a problem someone else also having. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Don't die, Jim. I'll try not to. I mean, I think the chances are fairly probable that at some point it will happen. I mean, it's going to be the world's first if I don't, but simply don't die, Jim. Make videos forever. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you. Hello. Oh, so we jumped forward again. Hold on, let's rewind back through the comments. Hey, Carol. Hey from the USA. How are you? Kind of facts. I don't like big crowds before the pandemic. Now I hate it. So yeah, Gabby, you've said that before. You tend to avoid indoor places with many people. Yeah, I was the same, and I was a little bit apprehensive about the world opening up again after the pandemic. But you know, you can't. Well, you can. You do what you've got to do. What's right for you. I need to live and get back out into the world and sort of and see people. I'm not a hermit. I can't sort of hide away forever. I want to see bands. I want to see friends. I want to do stuff. You have to be careful. But I've had COVID twice. I've had the vaccine 3 times. Having another booster next week. So I kind of you do all you can do, can't you? It is another illness which is going to be, I guess, with us forever now, and we just need to, without wanting to sound like a political broadcast, we would have to learn to live with it. It's I think in many ways that's true, because you can't put it back in the box. It's out there. It's with us. So yeah. Zeitghoul. I did see live footage on YouTube of Porcupine Tree's recent concert in Mexico. I think it was awesome. The crowd there was astonishing. I think they don't like footage online, so it might be blocked. I deliberately haven't watched it. I deliberately haven't. With a bit of luck, at some point, they may record this tour and put out DVD, Blu-ray, album. Arrow to the ACL. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a great weekend, Jim. Thank you very much. You too. Lovely to see you. Kind of facts. It's just too much emotional overload. Anathema a few years ago. I lived from that, but the experience was so overwhelming. It can be, can't it? Music. I mean, I think some people, you can find that with Marillion, with Anathema, a really emotional band. But it's, yeah. Mystery is a Canadian. Oh, sorry. Okay. So you're saying Mystery is, I thought that was a song. Right. So Shades of H-era Marillion, Big Big Train, Genesis, and Airbag. They have been around a long time, but fairly new to me. Very much worth your time. Right. So, thank you. Keep reminding me. You know what my brain's like. It's like a sieve. I'll forget it. What's up with that video you just did on King Crimson? So, Carol, you missed the I talked about this about 10 minutes ago. As I said, it's very much in the prerogative of the copyright holder, the band, the publisher, to control how their material, their content, their music, video, whatever it is that you're a copyright holder of, books, word, is used. And for, I guess, 95% of bands and publishers in the world, they are very willing and happy to let you use their music. You always get a copyright notification, which means that the video that I make using other people's music is sending analytical data back to them. It's any adverts that are on there are put on them by the publisher and by the band, not by me. So, and any money that those videos make from the advertising goes back to the bands, goes back to the publisher, not to me. I don't make any money at all from any of those videos. I never have done, and I'm very, very unlikely that I ever will do. King Crimson are notorious. Robert Fripp, who's the main dude from there, absolutely notorious for not allowing his music to be used anywhere on the internet other than under his very, very strict control, which is kind of just a very, very short-sighted thing, I think. But I did it as a tongue-in-cheek thing because everybody else who I make videos for, they make money from it. They get new fans. Their music reaches new people. I turn a lot of people onto new music, new bands, and they sell merchandise, records, tickets for concerts. I'm not trying to sort of blow my own trumpet, as it were, but that's how it works. So I thought, well, I really, really, really want to feature some King Crimson on the channel, and the only way I can do it is just to talk about it. But I want to do it in a funny way, because literally I can't. I probably could talk about the music and talk about it, but I just sort of trying to hammer home a point. The video is monetized. I've monetized it because there's nothing on there that is King Crimson, so I'm going to make some money on it, and he's not going to get a penny. But as I say, it won't be very much, because you don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but I thought it was quite funny. So that's what that was. Yes, Arrow, you're absolutely right. The YouTube video got blocked. Loved your journey discovering Jethro Tull. I do. I need to listen to more Jethro Tull. I haven't done any for a few months, have I? Hey, Carol. So yeah, excellent. Yeah, so you're jumping onto the blood incantation thing as well. So that's an example of a band people not knowing being played on the channel, and then people going to listen to it. So John Pollock, why block music? The more I hear, the more I buy. Absolutely, I'm with you. I'm not arguing. Jim, who's your favourite top musician? Oh Lord. Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. That's a real tricky one. There are some astonishing. I can't say there is a top one. There are top musicians. Alive and dead. I'm not going to sort of talk about composers from classical music. That's a different thing. But I'd probably say of contemporary times, most of Yes, or probably all of Yes, I'd say. The band Tool, Devin Townsend, Neil Peart, Geddy Lee, Freddie Mercury, Steve Harris, bass player from Iron Maiden, Brian Eno, Tom York from Radiohead, and there's just so many. There are so many. Kate Bush. There's a lot. There are a lot of amazing musicians. Yeah. They really are. So it's really difficult to try and sort of pick one or two. So I can't and I won't. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Jeff. Another couple of days yet, but yes. So yeah, my video wasn't blocked. Absolutely, I was taking the piss. Yes, it was really just I used to do some funny videos. I should try and do some more again if you think they're funny. But, I haven't done it for a little while, but that was the first one I've done in ages. Yeah, so there's a huge part of the problem. Apart from the music, I cannot stop there. I have to just breathe out. Hey, hi, it's Jim. Hello, Sanitarium. Monsieur Le Hi. Greetings from Germany. Germany in the house. Again, we already have Tony from Germany. So, Monsieur, bonjour. Hello. It's a UK band. You should try them. What is? And open them for more people through. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Try Serpent and the Spirits single. Okay. Kevin. Hi, Jim. You recently had the pleasure of seeing Aurelian, as did I. You've never really said what you thought about them. I've seen them many, many times, and they get better and better. Do they? I'm sure they do. Yeah, so I mentioned this a little while ago as well, that I really, really, really should have done a review of that concert, and I'm sorry, because it slipped away from me, time slipped away, and it's probably too long ago now to make it as a meaningful video review of that concert. It was wonderful. It was probably everything I expected it to be. I wasn't as surprised, because I've seen a lot of the the live material online, and I've got a few DVDs as well. So the way that the audience was, the band was, the songs, the whole setting was wonderful and magical, and they played extremely well. I really enjoyed the support guy as well. I can't remember his name, Jack somebody, I think he was. He's just with an acoustic guitar, just him and a big stage. He was really, really good. But the show was lovely. They did the whole of An Hour Before It's Dark as the main bulk of the show, and then the second half was various other songs from their catalogue. But I enjoyed it very, very much indeed. I thought it was very, very good, and the crowd enjoyed it too. Yes. Cycle, love Solstice. New Dark Age is my favourite. Hope there's not more than one band with the same name. Anyway, it was on Yob Singers. It's got doom metal albums. Oh no, so it's a different Solstice. That's a different Solstice cycle. So the Solstice I'm talking about is a folky prog band, not a doom one. So no, different one. I know there is a different Solstice. Right, comments are zooming away again. Keeping fingers crossed that Champagne pops in. Yeah. If you're looking for some new avant black metal stuff, I very highly recommend Mesterin Keynes by Oransi Pazunu. Did I get that right? No pressure though. Our son was non-verbal till 5. And yeah, so he has as well his ASD. He's diagnosed at 2. Wow, that's so awesome, Carol. I'm so happy to hear that. Fantastic. He's 22 years old now and he's got a music degree. We live in hope. Of course we do. That's all you do, isn't it? You sort of pour your hope and your sort of, not expectation, but sort of you absolutely hope that he'll be all right anyway. But it's just, that's wonderful to hear. I'm so happy. Yes, drama. So happy you felt it was an incredible album. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. The production, the intensity, the aggression, the aggressive take on the Yes formula. I wish Yes heads wouldn't pan it so much. I don't. Yeah, I agree. And it's everyone's entitled to sort of listen to, or rather to sort of have their own opinions about music. Of course they are. I really, really, really loved that album. I think it was one of the greatest bass albums I've ever heard. Literally, Chris Squire is so in front and centre of that album. It's just awesome, and he's driving it. And I've never heard bass played like that ever. It's just brilliant, and the songs are great. The songs are great. The vogue, the melodies, everything. Oh. Love the channel. Thank you. Love drama. Right, it's Lerb. A question to you, Jim, as YouTube Pro. All the reaction channels love everything they hear. So, what happens to the duds? Stuff they hate? In the bin, I suppose? There's been stuff that I've started making a video for, and I hated it so much I didn't finish it. There was one in particular, which was just absolutely abysmal. But I think on the in the main, the music that is recommended by you guys has been almost without exception amazing music, and some of it's not absolutely sort of like top of the tier. It's sort of fair to middling, but it's still worth a listen. And there are things that I can find in almost anything. I can find gold in anything, and not even that the whole album is great, but there can be elements in there. I can find something positive to say about everything. So okay, that bit didn't work for me, but I really, really like what they're doing here. I think this is really good. Or that drum sound is horrible, but the rest of this album is fantastic. You know, things like that. So I don't love everything, and I don't think I say I do, and I maybe I do, maybe I'm guilty of that, but I genuinely enjoy discovering and hearing all this music, and yeah, it is mostly wonderful, and yeah, so yes, maybe I do love it too much. Have I binned anything? I don't think I've binned anything yet. I probably will do though. Well, not bin it. I'll probably sell some stuff. I've got. Will I? I'll wait. I'll keep it. It's all part of the collection, isn't it? Hey, Tato Wicker. What bands have you not heard yet? Probably 97% of all music ever written. That's what bands I've not heard yet. I will tell you something I've not heard, which will really surprise people, is Slipknot. A lot of people, I mean, they're one of the biggest bands in the world. I don't think I've ever heard any Slipknot, which is a bit of a hole, because I need to get up to speed with them, because I think they're going to be playing at Download next year, so I need to know their music before I go to that. Music that's quite the question. There's Logan. So well, there you go. Hope I've answered it. Hi Jim, saw Yes last night and they were absolutely stunning, on fire. Steve Howe is always amazing and he didn't disappoint. Very good to hear, Rand. Good to see you. Hello there. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for popping by. Have you heard any Van de Graaff Generator? I have not yet, but so yes, that is a band I've not heard. But I have got two, certainly one album. I got the Prawn one. Is it Prawns? Prawn Hearts? Heart of Prawn? The Heart of the Prawn. That's what I'm going to call it. Yes, I've got that. So that will be coming up imminently, I'd think, probably in the next month or so. But I don't know any Van de Graaff Generator. Jeff, hopefully we'll see John and the Band Geeks in May. Oh, yeah. So Band Geeks are awesome. Their videos on YouTube are so good. I've seen a few of those. They're Close to the Edge is just fantastic. If you've not seen Band Geeks, look them up on YouTube. They do these amazing Yes covers, and they just kind of I don't know if the only ones I've seen are just done like in a basement or in a small room somewhere. It's they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Hey Patrick, good to see you. Graham, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. How about the last great Yes album with John and Chris, Magnification, with an orchestra? I've got it. I got it. It's down there. It will be listened to down there, down over there. I've got. I haven't. There is still one or two Yes albums I've not got on vinyl. I haven't got Talk on vinyl, and I'm gonna struggle to get that because that's stupidly expensive. I have it on CD, and Keys to Ascension, I think as well. I've got that on CD. But yeah, I'll definitely do Magnification at some point, but it needs to be in the right order. So I've got to do the albums as they come out. So last one I did was what was it? Big Generator. So I think Talk is the next one after that, isn't it? So yes. Hello from Ohio, blind snipers. I just love it. I see all these wonderful people. I recognise all your names for being on the channel. It's so lovely for you to be here. It's fantastic. Oh, it's lovely. Carnifex. Hello. I recently discovered polonium cubes. What's that called? Polonium cubes. Okay. That's a project from Gleb Koliadin, the pianist from I'm the Morning. Oh, they're the Russian band, aren't they? I Am the Morning. And I like it almost the same as the Bass Communion. Maybe someone will like it too. Maybe. Okay, I'll try to look that one up. Ryan Schneider. What will be your next Yes song listen? Whatever the first song is on the next Yes album that I listen to. Whatever the album is. I don't know what the next one is. I think it's Talk, but I'll be guided by you guys. Oh God, we jumped forward again. Anna Moose. Mouse? Moose? So I don't know how to pronounce it. Anna. It's called Infest the Rat's Nest. I know I came here late and a billion people already mentioned it, but do you plan on doing a video of King Gizzard's thrash metal album? Thank you. Infest the Rat's Nest. Yes, I will. I haven't got it yet, though. I haven't got that one. 100% I will. I've heard about it. And yes, I need to get it and I'll do it. Rand, I saw you. I know I saw you brandish an LP by a band I have loved for 43 years, titled "Touch Me" by the Enid. Yes. So up there, that's another selection of records. This is my a bunch of records that I got from the eBay job lot a few months ago. It was a clear out from a record station, and in there is that Enid record. So these have not migrated yet into the main record collection, which is over there, because I'm cleaning them as I go along, and I'm sort of picking them out every so often to do one on the channel. So that is one which needs to be done. Yes, I would love to do that. I don't know any Enid, and that's one that a lot of people have talked about before. So 100% yes. Yes, I'll be listening to it soon. So Jack, hello Jack, it's good to see you. New to the channel, I guess. Here from the Blues for Allah reaction. Big Deadhead. Loved that you got it. You're going to have a hell of a time with Europe 72. Looking forward to that one. So it will come. I hope you're not just here for Grateful Dead. I mean, if you are, you probably just have to sort of sit out a few videos. I tend to listen to loads of stuff. I'll get around to doing some more Grateful Dead in due course, but I don't want to flood a channel with any one band. I have the same problem with Tool and with Yes and with Jethro Tull and Genesis and all these sort of things. So I want to listen to all this music, but I don't want to do it day after day after day, week after week. So it'll probably be a few weeks or a month between albums. So it'll come up, but not straight away. But there's lots of other good, plenty of other lovely stuff to listen to in the meantime. Just ask everybody in the chat. I'm sure they'll tell you. Do I know Pussifer? I do. I only know the existential thingamajiggy one, which is the one I listened to recently. It's fan-lumentastic. I like them a lot. But that's the only album I know. Existential Reckoning, wasn't it? Yes. Fab. Absolutely fab. Bye Murdoch. I'm guessing you've gone now. Cheers everyone. Love to the channel and community. Gotta go. Well, it was lovely to see you. I think you've gone, so you won't hear that. But thanks for popping by, Murdoch. I've got to say greetings from Northern Redding, California. Well, greetings back to you, Rand. Daniel Sinnott. Hello. Greetings from New York. Oh, this is such an international thing, isn't it? Lovely. And as I said, all these names I recognise from way... it's fab. Hello, Daniel. So, PL. Jim, definitely check out the band The Smile. It's a Radiohead band with Tom York and Johnny Greenwood in it. They released an album this year, and it was lucky... Oh, yeah, I've heard about this. I haven't heard it. I have heard about it. That's interesting, actually. Yes. Definitely, yes. I have no excuses. I really should. 2 bands called Solstice. There are, that's right. The one I know is English Doom. I don't think it's Doom. I really don't think that the Solstice I know is a Doom, or ever has been a Doom metal band. Peter Chapman. Hi, Jim. Can we have a Zappa Shake Your Booty listen session soon? Yes, but when was the last Zappa I did? That was the final part of Joe's Garage, wasn't it? So yeah, more Zappa. Yeah, it'll come. I've got it. It's in the collection. Nice V drums. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go. Which way do I go? That way. I can turn around. You can see. I've also got my acoustic kit. It's all back to front. Acoustic kit's there. There's just stacked up, not playing that. I mean, it takes up too much space. Then the Roland V drums, because they're much quieter, and I can use them to program MIDI as well, so I'm writing my own music. I use the Roland ones to play the drum tracks with. Yeah. You do, Jim. You do. Go on, say it. Say it again. Say what? Porn hearts. Oh, damn it. Prawn heart. No, porn, not prawns. Porn heart. DOM. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. DOM. Good evening. Wubino. Band Geeks. Staten Island's own. Are they? Okay. New Yorkers. So Carl, Twin Ravens, I think that because you built up slow instead of exploding like some channels that cater to fans, you've avoided getting the banal suggestions. Instead, your subs have the sense of your taste. Yeah, that's probably true. It's there was a period when I did. There was a period about 2 and a bit years ago, 3 years ago. I did quite a lot of Tool, not maybe sort of 1 or 2 every week, and all of a sudden I got a lot of fans on the back of that. I did one video really early on, maybe in the first 2 months of having the channel. I think it's kind of, I recognise this now as total is what reaction channels all over get. But it's a baby metal one. So somebody suggested, I'd never heard of them. I said, oh, you do baby metal. I did this baby metal Megitsune, it was called. And I had sort of within an hour of it being published, I had sort of like 10,000 views or something. It was, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. And of course it got blocked within about 2 or 3 days. But that was insane. It's really interesting though what you're saying there, Carl, about standard reaction channel fare. So I have fallen foul of that a couple of times. I did some that ginger one at the beginning. In fact, this is interesting. I was going to, if I can find my here, channel analytics. So this might be interesting for you guys. I don't know how to share the screen, so I'll just read through this. These are the most popular videos I've ever made. Number 1 is Ginger Pisces, and that's had 203,000 views, but with nearly 3 million impressions. So I think that's shown up on 3 million pages. Obviously, it's not being clicked every time, so it's been played 200,000 times. Second one is The Grudge by Tool, just 111,000. Then we get to Nightwish, 99,000 views for the Ghost Love score. Lateralis by Tool, 86,000. Kriegsglad, Gladler by Heilung, 75,000 views. Fear Inoculum by Tool, Wings for Marie by Tool, Vicarious by Tool, Rosetta Stone, Jambi Tool, Fear Inoculum Tool again, Parabola, loads of Tool. That takes us down to 49,000. Then it's Nightwish again, Snarky Puppy, 45,000. Nightwish again, Tool, Nightwish, Tool, Frank Zappa, Inca Roads, 36,000. So there's loads there, but the bands that I listen to now, they don't really feature on this channel, on this list at all. We get right the way down. The next one, which is anything like what I'm listening to on the channel now, is Marillion, is 29,000 views. Dream Theatre, 29,000. Liquid Tension Experiment, Porcupine Tree, Anaesthetize, 24,000. Marillion, again, Moles Varta. Moles Varta? What's that? The Mars Volta, 21,000. So, Opeth, there's no, in this entire list, I'm down to, how many is that? The top, I don't know, 35, 40 tracks. There's not one yes in there at all. No Jethro Tull, no Genesis, all of these ones that we're listening to now. Doesn't figure, which kind of doesn't really bother me because, as I say, this isn't about trying to get views. It's about discovering music and sharing music with you lot, and for you sharing your music with me. So it's interesting. Right, sorry. Jottabus. Hi, Jim. Happy weekend. Pepe from Chile. Hello, Pepe. Hello, Chile. Union is the next album. Is it? Okay. All right. That's what I need to be listening to then, isn't it? Any love for REM? Van Halen. They're two very different bands, Walt. I have some love for REM. I have I wouldn't say great. I don't know a lot of Van Halen. I know a lot of. I know his legacy and his influence and the importance of Eddie Van Halen. I know the song "Jump," but I don't really know much more by Van Halen. Eruption, you know, the guitar solo one. But no, REM. I've got a few of their albums. I like them. They're a very different sort of band, though, aren't they? But yeah, I like REM. Patrick, Talk is also a great album. Very high tech, 1,606 decibels, all digital. Richard Taylor, is more Renaissance coming? Ah, yes, absolutely, it will be. You know, Renaissance will be coming. We have only listened to. I've only listened to one. Turn of the Cards. I think that's the only one I've done, isn't it? I have more Renaissance. I have much more Renaissance. So yes, definitely. King Arthur. Yes, I have that as well. All my sort of like £3 eBay vinyls. Yep. So Zeitgul just ordered the last missing of the undeniably great first 7 Gentle Giant albums, The Glass House. When you played freehand, you were only up to 3. The power of the Jibster. I'm sorry, I am causing people's wallets to expand and to empty themselves. It's I plead. I don't know why I plead for this. It's not my fault. There's a re-sound quality. Have to say congratulations, Jim. The quality of your vinyl. My system never sounded that good. Oh, cool. I'd love to get some feedback from people because I have actually spent a bit of money, obviously, but a lot of time and research trying to make sure that the stuff that I use. If I can just turn this on so you can see it. Where is my camera? There, can you see that? Right, let's move that over there so it's out of the way. So, that's my turntable. It's Audio Technica LP, was it 120X something or other. But yeah, no, it's a lovely turntable, but I changed the cartridge on it. In fact, shall I just make that a bit bigger so you can see what I'm talking about? I don't know if my camera's going to stretch that far. It's not the cartridge. Oh, there it is. That's not the cartridge that actually came with the record player itself. It's a different one I had to install. It's a lot more expensive and better sounding. But then I also, so the sound goes out of there and then goes into this little fella here, which is a little preamp. So rather than just going straight to the back of the computer, it goes into this Rager preamp, and that then sends out via USB to the back of the computer. So I then get proper, decent signal into the computer, which is good. But it also makes the sound better, I think. So that's helped. I'll turn that off again. So we don't need that on there. Where is that button? There we go. Oh, I'm getting the hang of all this stuff. I've got all sorts of things I can do on here. Turn that on and off. Buy me a coffee, don't buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee, don't buy me a coffee. I've got my PO box thing up there. I turn on and off as well. But I was. There we go. I turn that off again. Leave that on. I don't need that. You know what to do. But yes. So thank you, sir. I'm glad you appreciate that. I think the sound of the vinyl, as long as it's clean or as clean as it can be. Even if it's crackly and scratchy and stuff, it's still part of the experience, and it's lovely. I love it. I love I Am the Morning. I'm checking out the side project soon, so yes. Forever grateful for you introducing me to Hand Can I? Oh man, that's a wonderful thing to have been able to expose you to. Hand Cannot Erase. It is one of my favourite records of all time. And I discovered I discovered Stephen Wilson's solo work since doing the channel. I knew Porcupine Tree, but not that record. So yes, I'm glad you discovered that. Have I listened to Alpha Plus? Have I listened to Moron Police? No, I don't know that. Atlas, that is a great album. HCE. I don't know what that is. Hand Cannot Raise. Yes. You're right. It is a great album. So you're talking to each other. Sorry, I'm right. Carol H for sure. Happy Smiles. Future Sound of London. Yeah, absolutely. Future Sound of London. Yeah. Like Future Sound of London. I do. I really like those. What's the? I can't remember. I won't even talk about it because I can't remember what I'm saying. So, Moron Police. A Boat on the Sea is incredible, fun and heartwarming listen. Somehow it's about war as well. Jeff Shaker, I'm itching to win another contest on your radio show, so have you play some Iron Maiden? Are you shooting for the first Sunday in November? I'm hoping so. I really am. I should be trying to do one for next weekend. I'll confirm it. As we go along next week, but fingers crossed. I haven't done it yet, but I'd hope so. Do I know Suzanne Sunford? I don't. Carol, tell me about Suzanne Sunford. I know nothing. I don't know the name. Blind Snipers. Ever listen to Aureus and Space Collective? I think you'd enjoy. Probably. I haven't. I don't know. Sean Lilly, do you know that King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard released their third album for October today? What? Third album in October today. Molsvarta is a new battery. Molsvarta. Funny. Yes. The best music is rarely the most popular. Absolutely true, Richard. Absolutely true. Devon. Hello, Jim. Super glad to see your reaction to Polygon Wonderland. I've been waiting for that one ever since you did Nonagon Infinity. Well, there we go. We got to it. I hope you enjoyed it. The new Gizzard album is absolutely fantastic. Well, I'll probably get round to that in about 6 years' time. So look forward to that, on the pulse as I am. On the pulse. I haven't listened yet, no spoilers. I'm waiting for my vinyl. I know it's poppy though. Okay. Right, hold on. I'm getting. There we go. So Van Halen's first few albums before they blew up are excellent. Right, thank you. I should. So which cartridge is it? Right, hold on. Let me go over and have a look properly. It is. I can't read it. It's Audio Technica. It's VMN 40ml. That's all you need to know. It works well with all kinds of record, all styles of music. Hoping for some early Kansas. Oh God, yeah, no, God, there's so many bands out there we've been talking about that we'll be doing. Twin, I'm so sorry. Yes. Also, joy when you break out. John Mellencamp, for example. Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, I love listening to loads of different sorts of music. What am I playing in the background? Something that's not going to get me this copyrighted damaged on YouTube. It's my music. It's stuff that I've written. So I own this. It's all me. I've written this. I hope it's okay. It's not too distracting. If you want some, it's all on Bandcamp. I wouldn't call it super poppy. It's really good though. I don't think much of it is like the lead single. So we're talking about King Gizzard again, I think. So Carol, agree that your vinyl sound system quality is excellent. Oh, very good. Thank you, Carol. Squeeze. Angry Bargy was a diversion from my prog. Argy Bargy was a divergent from my prog bass. Squeeze. Oh. That's Jules Holland, isn't it, on the piano? I like Squeeze. They were Cool for Cats. Oh yeah, God, Up the Junction. I love Squeeze. Lifeforms is so good. Lifeforms is fantastic. John, you are so right. I have Lifeforms. I have the Lifeforms remix album as well, which is that one track Lifeforms being remixed by loads of people. Androgynous something or others. I've got this. In fact, I might be able to reach it. No, I can't find it. I'll leave it for now. But there's I can't remember what it's called. Androgynous. I don't know what it is. It's another Future Sound of London thing, but it's a proggy type thing. Squeeze, Lifeforms. Zeitgul, yes, more Renaissance, and agree your vinyl is awesome. Sorry, Jim, but I love it when the context for comments is irretrievable. Gotta go, Nemo. So thank you and good night, dude. Zeitgul, thank you for popping by. Lovely to see you. Take care. I'll chat again in Twitter. Hope you're all good. Take it easy. Bye. Pio, when will the next live stream be? One more this year? I would really much like to think so. I've been toying with the idea that I might try to... I have to sort of not negotiate with my wife, but it's the best time to do it is going to be sort of this time of night in the UK, 9 o'clock, where it's kind of most people were able to sort of listen to it, but it just means that I just need to make sure I'm sort of prepared for it and we sort of plan it in advance. So I'd love to do it once a month. But whether I can or not, I don't know. I mean, this is only the third one I've done, but I do like them. I enjoy doing this. It's good. It's a lovely way to sort of chat to people. And what I'd like to do as well is actually, if I can suss it out how to do it, is actually get someone else on it as well, so we have two faces talking. Gavin, hey, hello from Scotland. Lovely to see you. Thanks for popping by, Gavin. Stephen Wilson, the Raven masterpiece. What about Guthrie Govan? Unbelievable playing. Unbelievable. I've got Guthrie's album, Erotic Cakes. Bought it about 2 months ago. It is probably the finest guitar album ever. It's just amazing. If you don't know it, get it. It's brilliant. The Aristocrats are amazing as well. I don't know if you know them. So Guthrie playing there with Brian Bella and Marco Miniman. They're a trio. They're awesome band. Have I listened to... Sorry. So Carol H. Have I listened to Suzanne Sundfør, The Silicon Veil? I'm in love with her. Okay. Perhaps I will. So Blind Snipers. Speaking of the Mars Volta, they just got back together and released a self-titled album. It's lovely, but might turn off the Mars Volta snobs. Bye, Twin. Thanks for popping by. So yeah, I've heard the first a couple of the tracks from that. Was it Black Star? I can't remember what the other one was called. Quite poppy, I would say. I enjoyed it, but yeah, it was all right. I haven't heard the album. Joshua, lovely to see you. Hello, and thank you for the kind comments on the King Crimson video. It was fun. Right, so I think we've caught up with the comments. Would you believe that? That took a long time. What I thought we might do is to have a little run through of this month's, oh my God, there's a lot here, record haul. So actually there's an awful lot of second-hand stuff here. but there's also some new stuff. Now, the first one is called, what's it called? Annabellas. Annabellas. It's by Boo Boo. Boo Boo. It's no, it's not early. It's 1970s obscure Argentinian prog. And I don't know where I came across this. I don't know where I heard about it. And I can't remember. I was looking through the comments. No one suggested this to me at all. It's not in the comments, unless I've missed it. But something somewhere. It may have been I discovered it on Spotify or something. But I wanted to buy that record, so that's just arrived today. I don't know anything about it yet, so that's exciting. Right, second-hand stuff now. It Bites. Once Around the World. So I used to have It Bites stuff in the 1980s, and I think I had it all on cassette, on tape. I've lost it all. I love this band. I used to love this band. I'm wondering whether I still love them. I don't know. I can't remember their stuff, so I'll be listening to this. I'll probably do this on the channel actually. It'll be interesting to hear what this is, whether it holds up, how it sounds. But yeah, this is a couple of quid off eBay. This is as a direct request from somebody on the channel. Was it you, Carol, was talking about this? Someone was asking about Queen. Do you like Queen? You don't ever talk about Queen. I love Queen. Oh, you should listen to Queen on the channel. Yeah, I should actually. I don't know this record very well. So this is something you're talking about. I think it was one of the songs on here. I do know some of the songs on here, but I don't know a lot of them. So, but I don't have this record, so I thought actually I should get that. Now, this one. Snarky Puppy. We like it here. Ah, man. This is seriously good record. Amazing band, and I bought this new. I negotiated a lot. It came from America. It took about a month and a half to get here, but it is rare and it's worth it. It's wonderful. A lot of their music is on YouTube and it's all live, I think. There's live stuff. That album is being played and it's live in its entirety. We got muddled up here a bit. But, right. Oh, pile's fallen down. So, I've got 4 records here, which I bought from a local charity shop. I started volunteering last Saturday at Willen Hospice record shop, which has just opened in Milton Keynes. Willen Hospice obviously is a hospice. It's a local charity. Every town has one, and it's usually the biggest charity in every town. And they have a fair few charity shops, but they've literally just set up a dedicated record shop about 4 weeks ago. And they've been looking for volunteers. So I thought, you know what? I would love to get... It's dangerous because I'm now I've taken myself to the source. I'm actually at the point where records are coming in, being donated, and I'm the first to see them. And I get to buy them. So if I want to. I was very restrained, I think. I'm not paid. I'm very restrained, and I bought 4 records my first go there, which was last Saturday. So this is an absolutely pristine, perfect condition. It looks like it's brand new. It looks like it's in a record, just come out of a record shop. It is absolutely in tip-top condition. Seconds Out by Genesis. Equally, just as good. It's Foxtrot. Again, absolutely pristine, perfect condition. These were, I think these were £20 each. So they're not cheap for a charity shop, but they are absolutely quality, perfect records. However, these two were quite a bit cheaper. These are £5 each. This is a band called Man. Welsh prog band. And this is Back into the Future. I've given it a little sneaky listen. Ooh, I like it. I think you'll like it. I should be playing this. And the other one I bought from the charity shop as well is also Man. Slow Motion. Again, I think this will be interesting for you guys to hear. So I'll be playing these ones at some point. So following on from John Barleycorn, we now have Low Spark of High-Heeled Boys. Looking forward to hearing this. This is if what you're saying is right, this is going to be sort of a step up again from John Barleycorn. So really enjoyed that. Looking forward to that. Oh yes, I am. Right. These right, a couple more second-hand ones. Actually, good condition ones, but second-hand anyway. So we've got Lark's Tongue in Aspic and Red King Crimson. I will not talk about them. I cannot. You cannot. Shh. You must not listen to it. You will never hear a single note from it. Right. This is Europe. 72. Grateful Dead. Very, very highly recommended by you deadheads as something that I should be listening to probably next. So that's been... Oh, it's got some weight to it. I think it's a triple album. It's a heavy old thing. Now, I don't know why this is the Instant Porcupine Tree. I know this record. It's just I've never had this on vinyl. So I bought this and got this off eBay or Discogs. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a second-hand one. What else have we got here? That's another snarky puppy. This one's a UK edition. It's not expensive. This is easy peasy off Amazon. Immigrants. This one was. This is an eBay one, but it's actually sealed still. Although it's for some reason the barcode's been sort of squashed over. It's been scribbled out, so it's a bit damaged, but it's Power and the Glory, Gentle Giant. I was looking for that for ages, and it's really, really expensive, but this wasn't. This was maybe when I play it, it's going to be terrible, terrible condition. So there you go. And then finally, the last record. That's a lot of records, isn't it? The last record of this haul is Alien. Strapping Young Lad. This has got some of my favourite tracks from this band, from this period, or from Devin. So we've got Love, Shitstorm, Skeksis, just loads of good stuff. Thalamus. It's good. That's exciting. That's the only Strapping Young Lad I got on vinyl. I got it all on CD. But I'm quite excited to get that. But there we go. That's the vinyl haul. That's the vinyl haul. Right. So I can see we've got some more records. So I've got some more comments now. Richard, hi, greetings from the M1 in Derbyshire. What are you doing on the M1? You can't be watching my video unless you're a passenger in the car or you're sitting on a National Express bus. Any chance of playing the 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus? Yeah, so where have I heard that from? The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Is there somebody else has done that as well? I've come across that name before, and I can't remember where. But I should try and find that. Yeah. Great shout. John agrees. Right, Monsieur Lahai. I've heard of Boo Boo in the Sea Tranquility channel. It seems to be a masterpiece. Ah, awesome. Well, that's good. Love your album reactions, Jim. If I may recommend an album, it'd be Blonde Redhead. The Melody of Certain Damaged Lemons. So is Blonde Redhead the band? I'll just search for it and see what comes up. Hard to find, the Annabella album. It was actually. It was a Discogs trawl. It was not... there were some very expensive ones on Discogs, but that was not too bad. Not too bad at all. But it did come from overseas, and it's taken a long time to get here. I was thinking, actually, I've forgotten about it. I paid for it ages ago, and I thought, oh my god, no. I've been ripped off, but no, it turned up yesterday or today? I can't remember. Yeah, yesterday, I think. God, all the It Bites CDs crossed between Early Marillion and Yes. Oh, got. I think you meant to say got all the It Bites CDs, not God. God, yeah, there you go. Got. Look. Oh, God! All those early It Bites CDs. I recommend a song from the Argentinian band La Máquina de Hacia Pajero for the song. Oh, what are you doing to me, Pio? For the song Ahé te vi entre la luces. Sounds to me like Steely Dan, and yes, might you might find Boo Boo like that. I might do. No night, blind snipers. Thank you for joining. It's lovely to see you. Got to get you some dinner together. Good. Have fun. Bye bye. Merlin's cat. Hi. How you doing? Good to see you. Sean Lilly, beautiful records. Sean, thank you very much. Oh, good. Right, hold on. Rewind. Wubino, great album by Traffic. Yes, so I've heard, which is why I got it. Record shops here never have very much, although one time I found an Omega album and I had to resist the urge to buy it. I don't know Omega. Hey, made it before you finished. You did, Mackie. Hello. How you doing? That GG record is nice. Good. GG? Which one's the GG? GG? Gentle Giant, yes. Merlin's Cat. I've asked for The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway on vinyl for my birthday. It's 30 quid on Amazon. Yeah, it's about 12 quid on eBay. Get a beaten up old one, which is it's my sort of my go-to sort of sound quality is beaten up old ones off eBay. That's what I like. But yes, it's a bit pricey, isn't it? New vinyl tends to be really expensive. Some great stuff there. Thank you, Monsieur. Speaking of man, try and find Be Good to Yourself at least once a day, because try and find Be Good to Yourself at least once a day, because the inside gatefold opens up to reveal a map of Wales with bands from there located on it. Oh, okay, that'd be cool. Jeff talking about Scott. So I really ought to have mentioned Scott before now, shouldn't I? I'm sorry about that. So there is an amazing YouTube channel called The Prog Corner, which I think most of you know because I think you're all subscribed to it. But yeah, he's had poor old Scott. He's had a bit of an issue. I don't really know what he did, but he got locked out of his phone, his iPhone, and Apple won't let him back in again. And he's struggling because that's what he used to do all his videos for YouTube on there. He's filming them, edited them, uploaded them. But yeah, he deserves. He deserves an audience. People should go and check him out. He's still making videos now using the webcam on his computer. I think it's actually all right. It looks fine, but he's very despondent about it. I think it looks awful and very unhappy about it, and he's very down in the dumps. I try to sort of buoy him up a bit and sort of give him some sort of keep going. You know, it's yeah, you can do it. Woo, go Scott! But I think the more people go over and cheer him on and sort of give him some positive vibes, the better he'll be. 'Cause he'll get his phone back soon, and then he'll be back to it again. But just needs to get through it. So Jeff's saying yes, it'd be good if we did a collaboration. I think that'd be awesome as well. I really enjoy having like Zoom chats or whatever, and sort of then recording it and sending it as a video. That's what I did with Doug a couple of weeks ago. That was great, and I've done with various other people earlier in the year and the end of last year. It's something I've meant to carry on with, and it's kind of drifted away. So I know there are people on the waiting list to sort of have a chat, and we will do that. So I'm sorry if you've been waiting for a year. Gently remind me, and we'll try and make that happen. I know, Tony, you've asked about it quite recently, so yes, we'll do that. Can you speak of literature as good as of music? Not really, Mykola. I'm not as... I am quite well read, but I'm not as well read as a lot of people, so it's not my thing. I don't read a lot. I used to read a lot when I was younger, but I don't really read much now. So I read my stuff. I like to read is kind of sort of trashy. I read a lot of trashy sci-fi, not trashy, hard sci-fi. Alistair Reynolds is my favourite author at the minute, but I don't. I've read all the old classics and stuff, but it's kind of not my. No. Blonde Redhead is the name of the band. Thank you, Bailey. Bailey, I should say. Gentle Giant. Yes, I got there in the end. Mackie. Merlin's cat. I feel I must remind you again about Big Train. You're not the only one, Merlin. You're not the only one. Or is it Merlin's cat? Meow. No. So Carl, Twin Ravens, has been badgering me for what seems like probably a year or more about Big Train, and various other people have been talking about it as well. I do need to listen to Big Train on the channel, probably sooner rather than later. So yes, I promise I will. I promise. Take a listen to Rosie Cunningham and her old band Person. So I've heard about Rosalie Cunningham a lot. I've never actually listened to her music, so I don't know anything about it. I've seen her name as well pop up in Prog magazine. There's a great magazine, I don't know if you guys are aware of it, called Prog, which interviews people right from across the musical world in the prog sphere. It reviews albums and stuff like that. But yeah, she was in there. But I haven't actually listened to her music, so there's only so much I can listen to, and that's just one that I've not got round to. Oh, Sidecar Dog, what's up? Thank you. I've got lost. What was I talking about? Zoom chat with Scott is a great idea. Yes, it is. So we need to wait for Scott to get his, I think, for his phone to get sorted out again. And he's said before that he'd like to do a collab of some sort. So I think that's very much on the cards. I also think that I'll probably do something else with Doug again in the future. We said about maybe doing like a live music listening through, a reaction type thing. But I'd quite like to, if he's up for it, actually try and do not a regular thing, but sort of an occasional series with Doug. I think it'd be quite fun, because it was really good fun talking to him, and he sort of had a lot to say, and I think people enjoyed it. That'd be really good. How much time do I spend reading through the comments before recommendations for your reaction show? So that's a good question, Pierre. I do read all the comments. I don't always manage to reply to them, much to Jeff's consternation because you say, oh, I'm surprised you didn't reply to my comment. Oh shit, Jeff, I'm sorry. I know my life got in the way here. I didn't really reply to your comment, but I do read them, and if I am strict enough with myself, I'll sit down and just TV on in the background. I'll just sit there on the phone, reply, type, and I'll reply to stuff. I don't write down recommendations, but I tend to get a feeling. You get to see the same album, same name, same band repeated over and over and over again. If it comes up multiple times, I think, okay, well, quite a lot of people would like to hear this and recommending it. But I also get very interested in just a one-off comment. One person might comment on it, and they'll say, it sounds a little bit like this, and that piques my interest, and I'll go completely off-piste and do that. So I will very much try to. I mean, I don't want to be here as a service sort of playing everybody's music all the time. Because it's almost like sort of like doing a radio show with requests all the time. It's just kind of actually can get a bit dull like that. But what I would like to do is just keep playing, listening to music in the same vein as what we're doing, and sort of keep bringing different things in left, right, and centre from different places. And the more that is recommended, the more that's suggested, the bigger the pool is of music I can sort of draw upon and listen to. So yes, I do spend a lot of time reading through the comments, but I don't always act on every recommendation, unless people shout about it over and over and over again. So, shit, yes, okay, you said it. So but it's the same big train. People have been talking about it for ages. Oh, okay, I will. I promise. Yes, I will. So, Mackie Mental still hasn't started unpacking the LPs, but I did find a wire recordings collection. Okay. Sci-fi? Jim, I hope you know of Moyd's Media Death Cult channel. Isn't Alistair? No, I don't. Slurp. I don't. So I'm not a sci-fi nerd, as it were. I don't seek out other sci-fi people to sort of share and talk with. I probably ought to actually, but no, I don't. So I've not tried to reach out to other people to talk about and to discuss stuff. I just read the books and enjoy them. But there we go. Sidecar Dog, that's really kind of you. I did say thank you a minute ago. Big Train, London Plane is your favourite song by them. So, okay, Big Train, 100% is going to come. It is going to come on the channel. Enough people, more than enough people, so many people who talk about this band. Oh, it will come. PL, bye-bye. Thank you very, very much indeed for being here. It was lovely to have you, and take care. Great to have you on the show, on the stream. Sean Lilly, my phone died, but I've returned for more rock talk. Sean, hello again. Super esoteric, but actually decent fiddly on a steel wire. Decent fidelity on a steel. I don't understand what that is. What's super? What is it? Mackie Mintel, tell me. Is this like it's almost like listening to a wax cylinder? Can you just say how ASMR your sign-off is? You most certainly can. I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, end of minute. And now, this is Jim. Still here. Hello. There you go. You should listen to the King Crimson video I did yesterday. Thanks for introducing me to Grobschnitt. You're very welcome. Oh, well, thank you to the channel for introducing me to Grobschnitt. You have to, don't thank me. I'm just like a conduit, you know. But this is a melting pot of ideas and people and suggestions and like-minded souls. We're all here together. So, yes. Grobshit is awesome. And greetings from Canada. Continue with Transatlantic. Next up is the masterpiece of the world. Ah, yes. Definitely. Have I got that? I can't remember. I might have that. I might have that. I shall... Is that still my music? It is. It is still my music. It's only my music in the background because I do not want to get a copyright strike or block or anyone to... Not this channel, not this video make any money at all, but I don't want... This is entirely me just talking and you guys. It's not about the music and stuff. So I don't want to sort of have someone else sort of sticking their adverts all over it. So I'd rather just have some background sounds and then just have it as this. Yeah. You're a perfect custodian of the channel. Jim the Gem. Thank you, Danny. The problem is no one else could be the custodian of this channel because it's mine. I kind of, it is, and nobody else kind of does this either. Not in the way that I do, which is kind of like my USP, I guess. It's what makes it different and makes it enjoyable. Thank you. All I can say is thank you. Carol, gotta run for Dinny Din Din. Bye-bye. Lovely to see you, Carol. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for popping by. It was lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, Mackie Mantil. There was a toy in the USA in the 70s called Big Jim. Was there? I don't think they had it in the UK. What was a Big Jim? I don't know. Sidecar Dog from the album Folklore. What's from the album Folklore? Choice. Star Trek or Star Wars? Ooh! I 100% hand on heart, absolutely Star Wars. I know every single line of the original film off by heart, and I have done since I was 7. It's just like, it's one of those, and I know I'm far from unique because the entire world has shared that film the same way as I did, but it was so important to me and special. And for me, I was the only person who knew this film. Of course, it's ridiculously to say because it's the biggest film of all time, but no, I love it. I absolutely love Star Wars. Star Trek, I enjoy. I watch it. I watch the series. I haven't seen all episodes. I really enjoyed Next Generation, Picard, and the crew, and the Q episodes. I like Star Trek, but not as much as Star Wars. Star Wars is just part of what my life has been, like Iron Maiden and stuff like that. Star Trek is fun to watch, like I don't know, FBI or whatever other TV series are on. It's a great series. Do I know what the next? Oh, wait, it's gone. Wait. Do I know what the next King Giz album is? I'll be doing, or is it dependent on your record shop? No, because I've got. Was it KG or LW? I did. So whichever the opposite one of those is, I've got the other one. So I've got KG and LW, but I've only done, I think it was LW. So I'll probably do that one. I think I've got a live album as well, but that's it. I think I've got 4 albums of theirs. So one of those would be KG, I think, or the live one. Right. Old technology, 50s wire recording, like reel to reel, but used a wire bobbin thing. No, I don't. I've never come across that. That is really, really, really off the wall. Wiki, no night. Thank you for stopping by, sticking with it. Clubbing days are well and truly behind me. I just want to say how much I appreciate the channel for you hit the hay. Well, Wiki, thank you so much. It was lovely for you to stop by. My clubbing days are well behind me too. It's getting late, isn't it? It's nearly 11 o'clock, so I'll be. But another, we'll get to 11, then I think we'll wrap this up. So we've got another 15 minutes to go. So old technology, 50s. What? Oh God, where's that guy? Just scroll through all the comments. Damn it. Bugger. Come back. There we go. 50s wire recording, like reel to reel, but uses a wire pop. That's really, as you say, esoteric and sort of a bit old school. I have no, I have no objection to old school technology. I use vinyl all the time. I've got cassettes. Where's my cassette deck? Cassette deck. I haven't got it plugged into the system. CDs, mini disc. I love mini disc. The more obsolete, the better. That's what I say. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Yes. Sleep well, Wiki. Oh, Mackie, that's very kind of you. I was really honing in on your background music. Great stuff. I was going to ask you to. Yeah. There you go. So I've got, if you're interested in the music, there is quite a bit of it on YouTube. There's a separate channel called, is it called Jim's Music or House of Suns? Anyway, if you look in on the main page of my YouTube channel, there's a thing that's got some other channels affiliated to me, and they've got my music on it. But I've also got them in a playlist on the main channel, and also in Bandcamp and SoundCloud. You can sort of listen to it all there if you want to. That's kind, thank you. Lemmy's Mole. Way, hello there. Good to see you. Loved your cast with Doug. It was awesome, wasn't it? It was good fun. Trek. Wars. Big Train is more English than Genesis, and I love that about them. London Plane is on the Folklore album. Okay, right. Sorry. I get it now. I see. Danny, there was a Big Jim gum when I was a kid in the early 70s. I think it was over a foot long. I don't know what that is. Okay. Gabby, I don't know if you're still on the chat or not, but you sent me, was it the first box you sent me? Had some coffee in it called, I think it's called Big Jim Coffee or Jim's Coffee or something like that. That's lush. Lovely. In New York, Danny in New York. Mr. Wondrous. Hello, what did you miss? Not a lot, just a load of old crap, me chatting, talking about rubbish, same old. Bit of music in the background, bit of talking about this, that and the other. I showed some records, I answered some questions. But it's nice of you to be here. Hello, how are you? Thank you for your comment, by the way, on my radio show. I haven't replied to that yet. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I agree that the growl in the vocal does take some getting used to, but once you have it, once you are okay with it and you've processed it and you've taken it as part of the texture of the music, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. It really does. Don't be afraid of the growl. Lemmy's Mole. Hope you have lyrics for the Zappa Man from Utopia album. I'm not sure. I've got the Man from Zootopia because I bought that from Zlurb, whose comment is below you. So Zlurb and I had a proper little Zoom chat. I don't know how long ago it was. About 7 or 8 months ago, maybe longer ago than that. But he had some records to sell. I wanted to buy some. We came to an arrangement, and I bought them, and that was one of them. So, Man from Utopia, we've not listened to yet, but because I just had a quick look at it when it arrived to make sure all was well. I can't remember if there are lyrics with it or not, but if there are, then I do. If there are not, I don't. If like schlock sci-fi, then the Queen soundtrack Flash Gordon is. I love that. I absolutely love Flash Gordon. I love the film, the original film. I say the original, the 1980s film, and I love the Queen soundtrack to that as well. It's fantastic. That is one of the albums that we all had as kids in the mid-80s, along with Number of the Beast and Ride the Lightning, and what was the other one? It had been probably Back in Black, and maybe a couple of Rush albums or something. But yes, that was the Queen soundtrack. Flash Gordon was absolutely in there. Love it. What on earth? What on earth? What? Oh, is this live? Oh, yes, it is. Hey, you didn't. You were just chatting. Yes, I'm live. Hello, Mind Eye. You got Slade alive on 8-track. Oh, is this live? Yes, it is. Hi. Hi, Mind Eye. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the chat. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm so confused. What does that mean? Loved the Stu Mackenzie work lately. Could be a cousin. Impressive work with the lizard. Loved the Stu Mackenzie work lately. Could be a cousin. Impressive work with the lizard. Okay. Yes. Sean Lilly. I'm so confused. What does that mean? I don't know, Sean. What does that mean? What are you confused about? Can I see a previous comment from you? Sean Lilly, do you know what the next gizzard letter is dependent on your record shop? What? Yes. I'm so confused. Oh, right. So, the microtonal Adventures in Microtonal Tuning was a 3-part or 3 albums released with that. There's one called Microtonal Flying Bananas. I don't have that. And then there's one called KG, and then there's one called LW. And it's LW, which is the first album that I did. Adventures in Microtonal Tuning. But there is an accompanying album to that called KG. So it's KGLW, King Gizzard Lizard Wizard. And that's the one that I've not listened to. So hopefully that's cleared that up. So that might be the next one that I do. And there is also a live King Gizzard album, which I have, that I've not listened to as well. So that might be it as well. Does that make sense? Please say you're not still confused. Hello, Philippe from Quebec. Lovely to see you. Thank you. Mind Eye. What? What? Obsolete is more fun. Sometimes, I guess. Read with punctuation, Jim. Obsolete is more fun sometimes, I guess. I've been collecting antique tech for 40 years or so. Small community of nerds into that sort of stuff. Love your ambient tracks too. Good work. Multi-talented. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Hey, Manny. How you doing? Tony. Sorry, Jim. Just back from an hour bike ride. Now 23. What are you doing going on a bike ride in the middle of a live chat? I hope you enjoyed it. It's good exercise. I did. I name checked you a little while ago. We were talking about something, and I can't remember what it was about. But yes. Oh yeah, somebody else was saying hello from Germany. I was saying hello, Germany. Tony's here. I know what it was. We were talking about doing Zoom calls, and I know that you're very keen to do one. So that's what we would need to arrange it, Tony. We've got about another 5-6 minutes left because I want to finish this by about 11 o'clock. So we're just getting to the last little bit now. Love to listen. Mind, I would like to listen to some more Kansas with you. We would like to listen to some Kansas. Initially, I haven't listened to any Kansas yet. So I don't know. We talk about more Kansas. We haven't. I've got a record ready to go, but we're not listening to it yet. We shall be listening to Kansas because Or have I? I lose track of what I've listened to. No, I don't think I've listened to any Kansas. Oh, God. John Case. Hello, John. Thanks, Jim. You are a gem and a great conduit for sharing music. Must go walk. Must go walk my pup. That's not a euphemism for anything, is it? See you later. Lovely to have you. Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, King's X. Yes, we like King's X on this channel. The good stuff. You're not wrong. Sidecar Dog. Big Jim is a Genesis song on their underrated album, and then there were 3. Unfortunately, it's not very good. Oh. English Americana. There we go. Philippe Massé. Doduda. I always stumble over this band's name. Doduda. Har videos. What brought me to the channel? Awesome. They are awesome, aren't they? That's a long time ago since I did those. Was that last summer? I think it was last summer. Gosh, yeah. It must be 18 months maybe, perhaps. I just ate 2 ghost pepper burgers. That hurts. You are hurting. Lemmy's Mole. Mind I retracted a message. I'll never know. Lemmy's Mole. Last orders from the host. Last orders. Ding, 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 ding. Favorite Led Zepp album? Oh. Oh, man. It's really difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4. Physical Graffiti. Houses of the Holy. They're all amazing. I suppose the first. It must be the first because it was how they sort of arrived. They blasted onto the scene, wasn't it? But they're all awesome. They're all awesome. Sidecar title is Ballad of Big. You should listen to Arcturus, the Sham Mirrors. A great record as well. Okay. Oops, says Mind's Eye. Thanks for following your passions and letting us follow along. There are at least 5, 6 amazing Kansas songs. 5 or 6 amazing Kansas songs. Is that all? I thought, oh no, I thought it'd be more than that. Looking forward. Sidecar Dog. Mask is the best Kansas album. The album right before Left Over to You. So, I thought Left Over to You was meant to be the best one. Because that's the one that I've heard of. That's the one I need to get hold of. Yes, the bike ride was a group thing. 3 of us go out each night. So, sorry to miss an hour. Yes, we must organise a Zoom call. We must. Jeff, hello. You're back again. Just wanted to thank you for this chat before signing off. Lots of fun as always. Or before I sign. Thanks, Jeff. 2 minutes left. I'll probably drag on a little bit, but I think we're getting there now. Yes, Mr. Kelly, it's so bad. Forgot the title. Has to be 4 symbols for me. Oh, yeah, we're talking Led Zepp. Quilmo Zamora. New King Giz dropped today. You should check it out. You know, I don't listen to... I do listen to some music when it comes out. It'll probably be about 5 or 6 years before I get around to listening to that one. In which case, it'll be just right for this channel. There'll be a few used copies of the album kicking around on eBay. It'll be scratched to buggerations, and I'll get it in here, and we'll all sit down and enjoy it happily. No, I'll listen to it sooner than that. But yes, I am aware that they've dropped the 3rd record of October, apparently, today. Thanks, Jim. Great live chat. Thanks for popping in. It was nice to have you here, mate. That's it. About 5 or 6. Kansas, that is. Right, everyone, this is it. We're getting there. It is not midnight. It might be midnight where you are. Adios. Cheerio. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been lovely. I'll try and do another one in about a month's time. If you're up for it, we'll have another chat and play some more of my crummy music in the background, and just have a bit of a natter. It's lovely. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. Take care, and see you around. Take it easy. Bye for now.